Attention, please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Kryptonite Show. Your host, Superman, in the house. Yeah, boy. Bring on the gold. May it shower down on you. That's all we can say. Golden crosses are coming up for Pulse and HEX. Exciting times. And of course, HEX is looking hyper bullish, having already busted through its downtrend. PulseChain is pushing through. It's exciting times, guys. Exciting times. Marketing is about to drop, maybe within, 10 days or so. It is getting very, very close from Richard Hart. The stars are aligning. The ETH giants are acquiring millions and millions of coins. It is exciting times in crypto. And of course, we may very well get that final stamp of approval between 25 and 50 basis point rate cut in the middle of September. And that deal will be done. We're expecting a pretty bullish stock market month this month. Crypto month from thereafter. It's going to be exciting, guys. That's my intro. We are going to be going to the moon together. It's going to be awesome. So, Q Baller, big shout out. Morning all. Let's go Pulse HEX and Pulse HEX 100%. We're going to have a lot of fun today. We've got the Hamish Kid in the house as well. Yo, yo, yo. Good to see Hamish Kid here. Very, very exciting about that. And if you haven't shared the show on X, definitely smash the stream out. Share the show on X today. And let's help get people into the daily show here on the Kryptonite Show. And a big shout out to our team. We've got our awesome moderators. I just want to give a big shout out to all of them. You guys know they just do an incredible job. Brennan, Wookie, it's amazing. Just a whole team there. We've got the MVS Crypto moderator, and of course a promotional lead for the Kryptonite Show, editor-in-chief of the Monster Thread. Does an amazing job out there as well. We got Brian, of course, and we got many of the ladies, Sandy Beach. It's pretty awesome. So we've got a lot of people in the house there doing a great job. Anita, many of them. So really appreciate all of you guys crushing it out there. A big shout out to all the project team leaders. You guys have been out there just getting out and doing what you need to do and getting out and spreading the word. So big shout out to all the project teams that we work with. And it's fun times ahead, man. Fun times ahead. It's all going to pay off. So I like it. We got the Hamish Kid in the house there. Heavenly caught a stream in a while. Oh, that's great to see you in the house, Hamish. And it's a good time. It's a really getting very close to that takeoff. We got Brendan House there. Yeah, boy. Sean says HEX is sexy. HEX is sexy. And we got Brendan says load up your 401k with crypto. We're going to talk about that. That is the big news out today. President Trump has signed an executive order for the 401ks to be able to invest into crypto. It just gets bigger and bigger. Now, I'm just trying to remember the crypto market cap the value of market cap of 401ks. I think it's something like 400 trillion or something. I'll have to double check there, but it's a pretty big number. And of course, crypto is only about 1 trillion, if I remember rightly. So it's a huge amount of capital that can flow in to the crypto market. So fantastic. TFC has been ripping, says the Amish Kid. And we've got Blair in the house there. Hi all. Good to see you, Blair. Big shout out there, Blair. Hope you're doing well. And of course, get ready for liftoff. Woohoo, says Eddie, the PulseChain. It's very exciting, guys. Very magical time for all of us. Yeah. Get ready. 401k news is so bullish. I know. I said we've got the perfect lineup. You can't get a better lineup than this, guys. The lineup is just spectacular. It is very exciting indeed. We also see some progress on the geopolitical front. Potentially with some big negotiations there around the Russia-Ukraine. So obviously tampering down those geopolitical issues is a really big deal as we go to enjoy the biggest economic boom and, of course, the biggest crypto boom. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So let's get into it. Without further ado, shall we? Let's catch up on the markets. We're going to quickly check in on the stock market and see where that's all going because we don't like to be too ignorant. We are in crypto, of course, but we've got to keep up to date with what's happening in the old stock market, right? I think we can all agree being ignorant about things is not a good idea. Sometimes it feels good because it saves a bit of angst, but it's a very important there to be aware. So we obviously got Thursday data, so we're going to have a quick look at that. Don't really have any write-up on it here. So we're going to get into the results themselves. Let's go to that. So we've got the Dow Jones at the moment down 0.5% for Wednesday, sitting at down 224 points at 44,000. We've got the S&P 500 just down slightly, 6,340, just down 5 points, and then Nasdaq there is actually up 1/3%. So that's good on the tech companies. 73 points to 21,242. So I've got a bit of mixed results there. US dollar sitting just below 98, so it's just crept down a little bit, 97.84. And the commodities, West Texas at $63.84. West Brent oil at $66.40. A bit of mixed results there as well. Gold, though, up 1.4%, $48 to $3,500, guys, on gold. Let's have a look at the chart on that. That's crazy, right? Let's have a look at the 5-year chart. Look at that. Pretty much around all-time highs here. We have previously been up at this range, but gold at all-time highs. Don't you love being, when you watch the markets, don't you love being there when records are being broken? Isn't that cool? And now we know, most likely that the price is going to continue to go up, at least during the Trump period, under good financial management. But it is very, very exciting where we're going here. Pretty cool. Silver at the moment also at 1%, 38 cents to $38.68. Silver's trying to, getting ready, I guess, to get over $40. And of course, we know gold's at pretty much all-time high levels, but silver has some work to do, right? Silver has some work to do. If we look at the max chart, we got still back up here. I'm not even sure what that price is up here, but it's 41, is it? 41? Maybe just above that, 48. I think it might be 48 back here in 2011. That's a long time ago now, right? 14 years ago. 14 years ago, we had the all-time high, but it just peaked out. Look at that violent peak out there. But now we're heading for bigger things. And, of course, some of the prices for silver on the mark are something that were between $75 and $125. And, of course, we saw, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, I always get his name wrong, Kiyosaki. Always get him mixed up with the Japanese physicist, Michio Kaku, is it? I think Michio Kaku. But the Rich Dad, Poor guy, let me know in the chat there because I always get those two mixed up with the names. But that's kind of where we are right now on silver, and we're expecting some big rally there. So if you're holding a bag of silver, it's going to be good. All right, so let's jump away. And obviously we had the 401k signing. So we're going to get into that in a minute. Should we do it now? Let's do it now. Do it now. Do it live. All right, so we got Watch a Guru here posted out about the 401k. It's a bit further down here. I did have the link, but it looks like I've lost it. Here it is here. So President Trump officially signs an executive order opening the $12.5 trillion retirement market to crypto investments. So pretty crazy. Now, I think they're using a subset of the market that I expected. So 12.5 trillion they're saying, retired market cap to crypto investments. So fantastic and pretty cool. So bags all pumped, says John Moss, whoever that is. Nice to see you there, John. And of course, I don't know. They still do this in Florida? Is this what they do in Florida? Or is this Las Vegas? I don't know. You let me know. Does everyone? I don't know. Humans. I don't know. Is there hope for us? Is there hope for us? I don't know. You guys decide. These things make me doubt it. These things make me doubt there's hope for humanity. But let's move on, guys. So that's awesome stuff. 401ks. 401. I can't stop laughing at that. It's so crazy. 401ks is very, 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 very bullish. So feel excited about that. And we've got some comments about all this. So let's get in there. Harry Williams, yo, PulseChain, let's go. And I got to come back to Sean's comment. 401 news is so bullish, absolutely. And we got check my pulse. LFG Superman, woo! Hey, check my pulse. Hope you're doing well. And hopefully I can stop crying here from laughing. That's pretty much it. Good evening, Hexkins. Big shout out there from Check My Pulse. More copper, please, says Sean. You've been listening to Brennan, haven't you, Sean? You've been listening to Brennan. He loves the copper story. I don't know if copper's recovered. Has it recovered? It hasn't recovered yesterday when I looked at it. Yeah, Brennan made me look at it yesterday. It's terrible. Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah, that's the one. Robert Kiyosaki, and I think it's spelled like that. Yeah, Crypto Jacks. Robert Kiyosaki. Yeah. Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and some very good advice in that book. Just basic advice about profit and loss and balance sheet. But yeah, but just some pretty logical advice. But a lot of people don't do it, right? And we know that because people are addicted to credit cards and are hooked up and are basically slaves to the system, right? With credit cards. If you've got children out there, teach them basic money management and to avoid avoid credit cards like the plague. So that's right. Make them investors and wise investors at that, and not consumers. Don't make them consumers. We got Crypto Jacks, Robert Kiyosaki. That is true. When copper pump, says Brennan. I don't know. You might have to start a copper channel, Brennan, on the old minerals there. Yeah. In fact, I should have done it myself. I used to get into all the minerals, so I used to cover all that sort of stuff. I showed up. I was so good at it. I used to show up to the CEOs at the big conferences, asking them really questions I didn't want to answer. It was pretty funny. We got Crypto Jacks in the house there. Smash the like and subscribe. Definitely do that. And HEX in the house there. Woo! And we got Legendary, and it's Brian in the house. What's up, folks? Good to see you, Brian. Big shout out to you, and I hope you are doing well, and your brother as well. Very, very cool. All right, so that's the biggest news, guys. 401k, get it in there. And of course, you guys know we talked about this yesterday. There's going to be an Ethereum boom. So if you want to be even risk off, you can just go into Ethereum. It's that simple. We're probably looking at least a 4 or 5x to the end of the year, maybe beginning of the year. We got $16,000 call by Tom Lee, and of course they're going to help make it happen because they're after 6 million coins, and they are on a fast run rate, 12 times faster run rate than Michael Saylor did with strategy and Bitcoin acquisition, and they all want a sovereign put. That's what he calls it. He comes up with some good language from Tom Lee, and that is a sovereign put on Ethereum. In other words, 5%. Man, it is going to be exciting. The power, I guess they call it MNAV, right? Market net average value, I think it is. But it's really, they should call it power up or something like that. It's pretty crazy. We got Joffrey's in the house there. Woohoo! Hey, yo. Good to see you, Joffrey's in the house. All right, so let's move on, and we're going to get into the general crypto market. We've got crypto right now is on the move. It's at 3.95 trillion. We're almost getting back over 4 trillion, and that's up 3.1%. We've got 17,959 coins on CoinGecko here, and a Bitcoin right now is up 2.1 cents. Sorry, not 2.1 cents, 2.1%. To 117,465. We got Ethereum, though, is on a real good move. Look at this, guys. This is looking really good, up 6.3%, and that is at $3,910, which you know what that means, right? The PulseChain strategic reserve is in the money, which is great to see. We got XRP at number 3, up 10.8%, so a big move for there. Obviously, on the back of Ethereum, and of course, the banking narrative around the Genius Act. Obviously, not only will Ethereum do well with stablecoins, but XRP on the international payment narrative, right? So XRP up there nicely too. BNB up 2.5%, $787 at number 5. Number 6 is Solana, 4% at $175. Number 9 there is Doge, up 8.5% at 22.2 cents. And to wrap off our top 10 is Tron, that is up 0.5% there at 33.84 cents. So those are our leaders right now. So that is pretty much it. The best performer over the last 24 hours has been XRP, up 11%. Over the last week, the best performer was Tron, right? But that's all changed. The best performer now is XRP, and that's basically due to today, the last 24 hours. So that's pretty much it. Best performer in the top 100. We've still got Pump.Fun up there. Now, I really, Pump.Fun website, I've said this yesterday or the day before, it's pretty primitive, let's say. It works, kind of, but it does democratize crypto. People can basically launch their own token, and they can just stream from their bedroom. So if you like that, it's kind of cool. I know some I won't name them, but some influencers are actually going to go over there and test it. But that probably suits their style. That's all I can say. Well, so that's up 41% this week. So pump there. It's sitting at number 101. So I'm not sure what it's quite doing. I think it might have flipped out of here, and I just caught it at the wrong time. Should be in the top 100 there. We got Mantle at number 2, is up 41% right now. At $1.05. We got Pole, which is formerly Matic, and of course Matic was a big deal in the last bull market. Remember that? That was up 14.9%. That's sitting at number 60. So we probably will see, Pole, formerly Matic, actually do probably a rally from here, number 60, probably move up the charts. My guess. Litecoin, of course, has re-emerged, particularly in the last week. That is up 14% as well, sitting at number 24 at $120. And number 5 there is a Provenance blockchain. Or hash, that's up 12% for the week, but it's still down today, 9.8%. So those are our top 5 right now. And we know that Tom Lee, who's buying all the Ethereum up, what meme coin does he like? He likes pudgy penguins. So he likes pudgy penguins, and I think he's got a doll or something in his office. And he says that some of his co-workers try to steal his stuff around pudgy penguins or something. So that's a little backstory there for Tom Lee. But that's pretty much it right now on the top 100. Moving to the top 1,000, we got Arena Z is up 95%. Yala, was it Yala? Yala there? Yala is up 81%. And we got Autonomy. It is also up 31%. These are top top gainers, at least in top 1,000. Let's have a quick look at Arena. Is kind of quick way of looking at crypto and trying to get the big picture. We got it's ranked number 743. Market cap 56 million. Been around since the 30th of July, so only a little while. And it's having a nice little rally here off the bottom, pretty much. It was at half a penny. It's now at almost 1 cent, so almost a 2x there. It's on Ethereum chain there. Let's have a quick look at one of their websites here, arena-z.gg. Sounds like a rap song almost, doesn't it? Arena-z.gg. Looks like some sort of a 3D world. Yeah, games and quests and things like that. Rewards, nice. I would like to see more of this on PulseChain. Wouldn't you guys like to see that? Let me know in the chat if you'd like to see something that's actually more interactive. I guess the closest thing we've got is it Blaze Wars. Maybe 404 Mon. Is that the closest stuff? Let me know what you guys think. I think that may be the closest stuff we've got. But I really like to see, some of these kind of games. It'd be pretty cool. So I don't know. These are all RPGs and stuff, but presumably they're integrated with crypto. If that's looks like it is with bridges and everything. So that could be pretty good, right? Getting some triple H. If people want to get that convergence between gaming and crypto, seems to be very, very slow. Although I think we're going to make big inroads on this crypto cycle. Looks like Arena Z there might actually help with that. So keep a lookout for that. It's ranked number 743. Could get re-rated quite strongly. I know AI and other themes are really strong, but I know that gaming convergence is underplayed and could really be a theme that maybe you want to check out, and maybe Arena Z might be one of those that is a winner. So it was previously called League of Kingdoms. And it's got a 56 million market right now, and it's on the ETH chain. So it's, for many of you, it'll be familiar to operate there. Maybe worth doing some due diligence there, but definitely up 2x right now. The other one was Yalla. Let's look at that, up 70%. That is sitting at number 591, and that hasn't been around too long as well. It's at 84 million market cap, sitting at 35 cents right now. Launched on the 23rd of July, so a lot of new recent launches. And here it is coming off 20 cents, and it's now gone to 36 cents right now. It's also on Ethereum, so another Ethereum chain. So not Solana like we often see, or something else. And let's have a quick look at the website here and see what it's all about. So it's got some sort of ecosystem here, some products. We've got launch pro mode, sovereign Bitcoin mummy, sovereign Bitcoin mummy. We got trustless Bitcoin liquidity for DeFi, real world assets, and global payments. There, let's launch pro mode. So what is Yalla? Buy over collateralized BTC uses mint U, a stablecoin that unlocks cross-chain liquidity to generate yield in DeFi protocols and real world assets. So there we go. It's got that tie into to Bitcoin. You can see the globby graphic. So BTC demand, the liquidity to adoption to growth. There we go. They got a pro launch. Let's have a look at the. Let's do light mode, shall we? Do light mode. Do light mode, and see what that's like. All right. So getting started. Mint U to earn yields, rewards, and Yalla. Okay, cool. Let's go pro mode. Let's go pro mode. This is for you, Brian. This is pro mode. We got Yalla liquidity prime strategy, and we got another one that's finished. One's in progress. Fixed APR 10%, rewards 5x. So there we go. That's associated Bitcoin. All right, so that is one of them. Let's have a quick look at the other one, which is the final one we're going to look at before we wrap up the overall crypto view, and that is Autonomy. Is on the move, up 30%. They're sitting at number 914, so only just made it there. Been around not too long either. It's currently at 6.6 cents. Launched at 28 cents on the 14th of February, so been around a few more months than some of the others, and it's just coming off the bottom there, 5 cents up to 6.6. So a little bit of move there, and somehow it's made it on the top, there. So yeah, is that Avalanche? I think it's on Avalanche chain. Let's have a quick look at the autonomy.com, and that is the website. Start a node. So if you want to start a node, cool little movie intro. An internet controlled by no one, owned by all of us. Our devices have more capacity and giants there. What's this? Standing your own node, AI robotics. Are you ready to break out? Sounds pretty good. A network of autonomous nodes. Okay. So let us know in the chat there if any of you guys are playing around with that. Quantum secure, private by design, zero knowledge and no tracking, self-sovereign. Oh, looks seems pretty good. No more tech monopolies. No blockchain there. So that is the roadmap for this. And what they got on there? Let's quickly scroll up here. We've got a build with autonomy. Looks like is it more of a developers kind of protocol? No longer pay for technology. So yeah, I mean, check it out. It's got a lot more detail than we can cover on the stream. So let's jump back here. The coins. So that's pretty much it. So those are the ones that are moving, trending right now. XRP, Pendle, and Bitcoin are trending right now overall. And what do we got? The total market cap 3.94 trillion, up 3.3%. And we got Bitcoin there looking pretty solid, up 2%, 178,185. But probably more importantly, is Ethereum is up 6.1% at $3,900. Pretty awesome, eh? Pretty awesome indeed. So that is pretty much it around that. But we're going to break it down. We're going to get into the mega theme, right, which is around ETH and the ETH acquisition vehicles. This is the game. This is putting, I don't know, it's putting an inferno on top of what already was lining up for a fantastic bull market. This thing is just going next level all the time. And now we have 401ks as well. Oh my God. It feels like there's just a big bonfire there, and every single player in the world is going to pour fuel on it. It is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. It's pretty exciting. Let's see who else has jumped on here. Definitely smash the like from Check My Pulse. We got DJ Paulie Woodenhouse there. Yo, 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 yo. Good to see DJ Paulie Woodenhouse there. The party man. The party man that does all the. He's basically the number one socialite in PulseChain, I would say. He is everywhere and has a great time wherever he goes. All right, so we've got the strategic ETH reserve. Looking pretty solid. 3.04 million ETH now, 11.85 billion. It is going up as the price gets pushed up. We have 64 participants and 2.51% of the supply sitting in here. Remember, there's about 120.7 million Ethereum altogether. Around about maybe 35% or so. I probably bring this up on another show. Is staked. And of course, Lido there, number one there with about 9 million coins staked. So that's kind of where a lot of the supply is sunk. So pretty exciting. Now, what we had recently in terms of accumulations? Well, the last big one we had was the 5th of August, which we've covered before from SharpLink, right? SharpLink sitting at number 2. So pretty exciting. And that was 83,600. But we have seen a pretty fast run rate, and that's all part of the strategy, right? So what is part of the strategy that Tom Lee's doing and some of these other players in SharpLink and Ether Machine? They are pretty much accumulate fast, right? Accumulate fast. It improves the MNAV as well and improves their value, right? I think they're sitting at about I looked at yesterday, Bitmine, I think we're sitting at about $38. So remember, they not only get the leverage on the Ethereum price, but they get the leverage on the stock market price as well. So it's multipliers of X times X. So that's going to it might be $38 now. In 6 months' time, it could be $500 or $1,000. I mean, it's you're talking about some massive re-rate in a Bitmain mission. So if you are in the stock market and you wanted to get a position on this, you don't necessarily have to buy Ethereum for the price play. You could just buy the stock, right, for Bitmine. That's one thing you could consider. Obviously, you get do all the investment advice, etc., blah, blah, blah. Right, that's pretty much it. So SharpLink there right now, sitting at 521,000, and we got Bitmine Immersion. Bitmine Immersion, of course, is going for 6 million coins. Their run rate is super fast. They're running about 12 times faster than what Michael Saylor did with Strategy. And then we got SharpLink in their house as well. Now, the reason why they're going fast is because they want to improve their value, re-rate their value really fast. They also want to get first mover advantage. They've got to get 5% of the supply, so that's not necessarily easy. They've got to obviously do a lot of OTCs and other things like that. That will probably be limited, run out of a certain time, and they'll really have to keep buying on the market as well. They want to get 6 million coins, and that probably, probably by, maybe even by the first half of next year. I mean, they're going to be fast, and they're going to suck all the air out of the room pretty much. So that's pretty important. They've also got to beat out these other players, right? These other players are coming in. They're wanting to get 1 million coins. So, it's they're up against, not only they want 6 million, they want 1 million. Everyone else wants 500,000, you know what I mean? And there's more players coming in. So there's a race not against just to getting the supply, but, beating out the other firms as well that are accumulating with some similar strategies. So it's a big deal there. And we've seen some big cornerstone shareholders picking up, shares in Bitmine and the rest of them. So very big deal. with that, and so far it's working pretty nicely. So we know that millions more of Ethereum have to be acquired, and we know it's going to be acquired by the end of the year and into 26. So it's just game on. It's just game on. It's like they backed up the truck and put that fuel, just dumped it all on the bonfire that we've been using as an analogy. Crazy. We've got Ethereum Foundation slowly bleeding out, about 1,000 a week, selling 1,000 ETH a week from the looks of it. And then we've got PulseChain SAC sitting at number 5, well, like a boss. And of course, that is exciting, right? Richard Ha knows what he's doing, and he got on there very early. It's almost like he knows the whole playbook before the playbook happens, right? It's pretty exciting. So you can be pretty excited about that. So yeah, we've also got Bit Digital out there. We've got BDCS out there. We're going to have more entrances coming in here. We've already had a few more. We've got Game Square in the house. We've got Int Change there. All these T's are all people coming in to buy Ethereum. BDC Digital there. We've got lots of new ones down the bottom here coming in. Look at that, pending. Cosmo Health, ETHZilla, FG Nexus, Centaurus there, all coming in to accumulate. And there's more big ones coming. So this list is going to get pretty busy up here. And I suggest to you that we'll probably see PulseChain get pushed down, probably stay in the top 10, but get pushed down towards the number 10 here with some of the vehicles that may come into what we're expecting to come into buy Ethereum, which is a good thing. Because what that means is a trade-off. Who cares about your position, right? Number 10 or number 5. It is cool to have number 5 because people see it there right now. It's like a free marketing billboard. And all the big money guys are taking this serious, right? So they may be, so they see Tom Lee and they're going to come up to Strategic ETH Reserve and they're going to start looking at this list. This list is going to become increasingly more important. You probably see this probably even pop up on CNBC or something. I mean, this is really going to become a far more important list here. And Richard Hart had the insight and foresight to put PulseChain SAC on there early, and it's sitting at number 5 like a boss. So very exciting about that. And so yeah, let's celebrate that. Now, obviously, it's going to be pretty awesome moving forward. We're going to cover this a lot more as we move forward. But man, it's this game on now. This is close to a certain bet as you can get. It's not even about, is this probable or really probable or something. This is basically pretty much certain, right? These guys have declared strategies, and they're well short of those strategies, right? They got a lot of coins to pick up, and they're doing a lot of backroom deals to try and not push the price over 4K. But now we can actually see the price is starting to push that 4K mark, and there's only so much Ethereum they'll be able to buy, no doubt, until the price really has to explode. So there we go. That is kind of the backstory there. We're going to build on that as we move forward. And now we've got 401k groups coming in as well. They're competing against the 401ks now too. So you see what I mean? They have to move fast because everybody's coming for some Ethereum, and the gold rush is on, right? The gold rush is on. All right, let's move over. And of course, we've got the government going to do their own thing. So that's coming up too. We're looking forward to that over the next few months to get some insights into the altcoin strategy. And then we've got all the sovereign states, all the institutions, everybody's going to come. It's going to be absolutely insane, guys. And I guess we're going to look forward to some pretty big numbers. All right, so we got DJ Paulie William, the big shout out there. We got Lion as well. PDI to $1, baby. PDI to $1. Well, you missed yesterday's show, Lion, because we covered PDI quite a bit. And Betterbank has launched, right? Betterbank has launched, and we're probably going to be doing more coverage on Betterbank and watching them grow as well on the chain. So keep a look out for that. All right, so let's see where we go here. We're going to get into PulseChain and get onto the results. So PulseChain right now is currently on day 819, and the title of the video is that PulseChain is heading towards gold cross. The gold cross there. Now it's golden cross, of course, but everyone likes gold, so. The gold cross, we've got 2 gold crosses coming up. We're going to talk about that. So Pulse at the moment is sitting at quadruple 0485, up 7.5%. We've got PulseX at quadruple 0383, up 8.25%. Now remember, we got that PulseChain sacrifice reserve there. It's being pushed up in value by all those stock market people are pumping our bags. They're all pumping our bags with the PulseChain SAC value. And, it was Richard the one that instigated it there. So pretty exciting. And it's bullish, right? It's bullish. We are getting a free ride, so to speak. We might have had to wait a couple of years, right? We paid our ticket early, but getting a free ride to glory here with the biggest macro play. This is what Tom Lee says. Biggest macro play in the next 10 years is Ethereum, and by virtue of being the PulseChain sacrifice and, of course, being a full system stake fork of Ethereum, we're going to benefit from those different themes, right? is very, very exciting. Now, Pulse 6, of course, you're still getting it. You're getting the last chance, really. I think you got 2 to 4 weeks. It's 2 to 4 weeks to go. We've got marketing starting probably in less than 2 weeks. We've got the interest rate cut mid September. That's looking very likely, almost 90%. And so yeah, you've really got 2 to 6 weeks, and we've got these Ethereum companies buying hundreds of thousands, millions of Ethereum, and looks like their run rates probably every week they're going to be picking up more and more and more. So it's going to happen fast, guys. Really is. This is the last time to get in there. 2 to 6 weeks. There we go. We got incentive token there, $2.05, up 5.91%. And then we've got HEX so it's good to see it back over $2, right? And we've got HEX at 1.28 cents, up 13.6%. So another power move on HEX. And, you can't fade HEX anymore. If you're wanting to get on the train, I wouldn't be risking it anymore for accumulation phase. I really think the takeoff zone is right in front of us, 2 to 6 weeks. And then we're off to the races. And if you do wait to the later end, you're probably going to be paying more because we've got a golden cross coming up for HEX as well, not just PulseChain. EHEX at right now, 21/100th of a penny. Combined price of EHEX and PX is at 1.49 cents. So we're really starting to look pretty good there. And we're going to talk about some of the next targets for the old PulseChain. That's what we're going to get to. We've got Is Starboy in house there, $1. And everything to $1. Everything to $1 there from Brennan. That's true. It's stuck. What's stuck? What's stuck there, Super? Transaction. You got transaction on the blockchain. Let's go to the gas prices. We've got the gas prices right now at 870,000 beats. Man, it's super, super low, isn't it? We're normally just over $1 million minimum. We're at 2 cents for a PulseX swap right now. And let's go to the validators. We've got 52,568 validators. So we're down a little bit from what we were the other day. And the bridge, of course, is what we're really looking at, 105.6 million. So we have been increasing on the bridge value. Obviously, EHEX plays a big role into that as EHEX goes up a little bit there. So pretty cool. Those are our numbers right now. In fact, I took a snapshot, didn't I, of the bridge numbers. How long ago was this? Let's see where that was. So, this is actually our high that we had the other day. We were on, what day is this one? Let's see. This was the 31st of July. So this is a week ago, just over a week ago. So about 8 days ago. And we had Ethereum at 7,037. We've got 6,800 now. So we've lost some ETH, of course. EHEX was sitting at 23.5 million. We're at we're at 19.4. So obviously HEX had that big pump. And then DAI was sitting at 23 million, but we're at 23.3. So we're actually up on the DAI. That's probably more important because we know EHEX can recover quite easily. And then the ETH, will probably come back once we start getting those green candles as well. So we're actually up on the DAI, which is good. USDC was 17.2 million. We're at 17.6. So we're up 400K on the USDC. So we're up on the DAI. We're up on the USD stable. That's exciting. And we're just down slightly, about maybe 65K on USD Tether. Those are our marks there right now. Bitcoin's pretty much the same. And Coast is pretty much the same. So only ETH is really underplayed right now. It is down about 240, maybe 230 ETH. But we could see that recover pretty quickly on the move. So there we go. Those are our numbers over the last 8 weeks. So there we go. We were at 109 million a week ago, by the way. So that was our last local high on the bridge values. And now we're at 105.6 at the moment. So kind of cool. All right. So let's go into the PulseChain charts for the gold. Did I say PulseChain charts? I think I said PulseChain charts there. Sean says SolidX to 1,000. Sean, that is so true. I think that target by Firewall, I think we might just do that, guys. I think we might that's going to be insane. But hey, look, we're coming into the bull market and we're going to get some insane X's. But that's going to be, have a lot of value behind it, right? Not just an empty coin. It's going to have a whole business model, multi-chain decentralized exchange. Multi-chain decentralized crypto casino. So yeah, you might be right there on that one. That's the target that's been set there for Firewall publicly. So at least a target for sure. All right, so we got PulseChain. Should we get into that? Let's get into some bullish stuff here soon as well. Well, Sean's got another call here. Sparta to $1 soon. There we are. That's Sparta. Of course, that's got a HEX DAO in it, right? So on the back of HEX, sure, no problem. I have to check what the price is now, but no problem there. All right, so let's get into the PulseChain chart. You guys know you love it, and of course we're going to log that and look at this golden cross. Can you guys see it? We're going to make it very obvious because we're going to draw a little picture. No, we're not going to do a little emoji, but let's see. Where's my pictures? Is it this one? I can't remember. No, it's not that one. Oh, yes, it is. Let's do this one here. We're going to do a little circle. Look at this, guys. I've already got one on there. I took the overlay off. We'll actually put the overlay back on. All right, so the overlay there, we got the that's it there, right there. So we got the yellow line, that's the 50-day moving average, and we got the 200-day on orange, and the 50-day is about to cross the 200-day. That's a golden cross on the daily. That is coming up. Look at that. Look how close that is. Isn't that awesome? We'll take away the overlay now that we pointed it out. Look at that. We are so close, guys. So we got the 50-day at 3,600, so 40 is 3,600, and we got the 200-day at 3,700. So we're just a fraction apart there right now, and yeah, it's game on. It's game on. And look at that chart, just riding up the price at the moment, just riding above the 9-day moving average in pink, that pink line there. So that is that's where we are. We're looking really good. Obviously, we've got higher lows, higher highs, and we're tracking up here pretty nicely. We've got a bit of room on the RSI here too at 65. And of course, looking at the 4 hourly in terms of continuation, we've still got a bit of room to move at 66. So yeah, got a nice little play to push up here. Maybe just hang out there a little bit. But man, it's looking very good. Now, obviously in the weekly, we've got plenty of room to move on here. We're down at 59, 60. So we've got plenty of room to move higher here. Certainly looking good. So fun times ahead for the old PulseChain as we slowly track up here and maybe get some consolidation over 5,700 or something like that. It's kind of the play. All right, so that is Pulse coming up for that golden cross. And you actually see the weekly chart. See it hit the 9-day, the 9 weekly, so it's 9 weeks. And it's, that is just crossed over the 20-day or 21-day. And as you guys know, 21 days is very important. And of course, Brendan knows that too, that 21 days is very important. So we just crossed over the 21 days. So the 9-day over the 21-day, looking very good there with the chart. Then we're above all the moving averages now with the price. That's even another bullish sign there, looking very, very good. So bring it on. We've got a nice little W kind of pattern in there as well, looking bullish to the upside, right? Bullish to the upside on this old chart. So looking very, very good indeed. In fact, this is not the chart I had on the last move, is it? But that is looking really, really good. All right, so that's Pulse. So bring it on. As you guys know, Pulse is the ocean in PulseChain. And of course, if that goes up, the ocean goes up, then all the rest of the projects, boats go up as long as they hold their ratio, the Pulse, and they all get pushed up there. Now, the other one, of course, is HEX. And HEX, good, look at this. This is even more bullish. But HEX there is got a golden cross as well. Look at that. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. In fact, I've got to go back to the PulseChain one. Sorry, guys. I have to go back. We missed something on there on that commentary, and we got to get into it, right? So let's go back to the heart. We got heart there. We've got to go back to Pulse. We've got to do one more comment to make about PulseChain, and very important there. So you guys know we've got a big picture on PulseChain. Get rid of the RSI now, right? We get rid of the RSI. And this is our picture, right? So we've got the 3 eras right now. 3 eras. We've got the Genesis era, between the 29th, basically the 13th of May when PulseChain launched, all the way through to the 31st of July. And then we had the SEC, of course, dunk on us. And that was a dark cloud for 2 years, basically, all the way through to the 7th of July. And then we truly got free then, right, with no appeal. And now we have entered the green era, right? This is the bull market era for PulseChain. So very, very, very cool indeed. If someone can just moderate that person on there, that'd be great. You know what to do, guys. You know what to do. So that's kind of where we are there. RH wins, Freedom, and of course PulseChain market era looking very, very good. And look at this. We are busting through this long-term resistance. So this is what I really want to get to. We are now busting through that long-term resistance. It's looking fantastic, guys. Looking fantastic. We'll put a little circle in here as well. And look at that. Bam. We have busted through. Look at that. Beautiful. So that is very exciting. Let's autopilot this. But you can see that right there. We are busted through finally. We are finally, well and truly. Now, what we do have to do is do the close for the week, right? So we do have to close on the weekly there. Last time when we punched through it, we did not close, but now we are pushing very strong. And the fact that we are pushing from a higher, like we came back to this 4,500, and now we're pushing strong from that. That's a very good push to the upside. And we've also got a bullish cross here, obviously, with that 9-day over the 21. So looking very good indeed. So very cool. All right. So that's where we are right now. Obviously, we've got RH promotions coming up there too. Like I said earlier, we've got all these bullish things happening. I'm going to get rid of the overlays now. And yeah, that is hyper bullish. We're in such a good place right now with Pulse. And we got all that big news coming with Richard Hart and, of course, interest rate cuts later on. All right, let me just scroll back up here. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah, right. Seek a doctor. Yeah. We got Crypto MVS in the house there. Good to see you, Crypto MVS. Big shout out. And who else is in here? I think that was it. That's all we needed to comment. All right. What else we got to say? We're not going to Titan X quite yet. We're going to PulseChain, but we got HEX at the moment, looking really good. Now HEX is even better looking than Pulse right now, right? Because we are already above the previous resistance, right? The big downtrend for HEX. We already see that one there. We're already broken through that, so HEX is looking super strong, and that's what I mean. HEX is really on the move, and of course we've got this golden cross coming up as well for HEX also. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to get rid of the overlays there, and we can see golden cross looking pretty good. So 50-day is now at 8,600, so 00 So almost 9/10 of a penny, heading towards that. But 200-day average is at 88 hundredth of a penny, so definitely close to 9/10 of a penny, and they're about to cross, looking really, really good. So it's game on. These are the longer term averages. Obviously, all the short term averages have crossed, and we're looking for the golden cross there with those averages and pushing our high here, right? So we've got a target, of course, target on the line, and I think we've got the overlays back. Target is up here. So the target for HEX is up at 2,200. So 2.2 cents is kind of the next target there that we're expecting on this chart. The RSI on the daily currently at 66, and the 4 hourly there is currently about 58? Is it 66 there? Moving to the weekly on HEX, we're currently sitting at about 58. So plenty of room to move. Next target, 2.2 cents. As you guys know, we do have resistance above that at the 3 cent mark back up here when we had our previous high here on PulseChain of 3.1 cents. And so that's going to be in the next resistance zone. But I think we're going to probably get a gold mo candle. I think we're going to blow past that at some stage. And of course, what we got coming up, we've got Richard Hart's, we've got the marketing, the digital drop coming up here. Expecting around about the 18th of August or so. So we're moving towards that. And then we've got the interest rate cuts expected here. Now the market, 90% or something like that, expecting at least a 25 basis point cut, maybe about 20, and maybe even, a 50 basis point cut on the cards there too. So really the window of opportunity really is starting to slip away in this accumulation zone after a couple of years. And now it's really game on. So, don't fade it. Take it what you can. Scott says 4 to 6 months, we're all rich. Absolutely. It really is ramping up from now. You want to get the low base, right? You want to get the low base. And this is kind of the last little zone, I think, to get that. So kind of cool. Now that's going to lead us into the rest of PulseChain markets. I must have shut down the spreadsheet there, but we're going to pick that up on the whole of PulseChain and see where the rest of the market is. But that's our high view look at the Richard Hart cause. And obviously PulseX still going on that long-term uptrend against Pulse. So let's have a look at the markets. We're at 20.6 million volume. So it's a pretty similar number we've seen in the last day or two. We've got 300,000 transactions. It's on the bit of the lower side. And here we are. We've got some new mixture of new coins, relatively speaking, and some that have been around for a few months. So we've got Synthesis DeFi. That's up 2,260%. So it looks like someone pumped that out of nowhere. Been around for 8 months and just got pumped 120K volume over 22K liquidity. So that's one on Synthesis DeFi. Number one, we'll have a quick look at that. Not endorsing any of these, of course. Just take note. Someone's pumped that to high bully go scruff. There we go. So I don't know the security around it. Says as you just don't know with the quick intel. It gives you a little quick guide, but you don't know. So that is moving on up there. What does it say? Got a description. Our basket of strategies includes market making, backstop liquidity, and cash. But someone has just come out of the blue there and pumped that with a whole ton of volume. So you might have to do some definitely due diligence on that. We've got Gains HEX mascot up 300%, been around for 3 days, so relatively new. We've got Liberty Swap mascot there, Intern, that's been around for 6 days now, 115% on the 24 hours, so nice little pump there as well. We got Dump Tires, 50%, been around for 4 days, so relatively new coins. And here we got the TFC, the Fitzgerald Company, 43%. That's on the move, and that is controlled by like 4 people. So you're really trusting the people. That's pretty much it. We got Halgo there, up 24%. That is sitting at 1,800th of a penny. That's on the back of HEX, right? So as HEX goes up, Halgo's a derivative of that one, so that will go up as well. It's got this tied into the HEX share rate. We got Communist Volume. This has been around for 2 months, so this is a relatively new coin on the back of Communist, no doubt, and Communist, of course, on the back of HEX as well. So both all the HEX ones are moving up together. HEX derivatives, ALGO, and Communist is further down here, along with Communist Volume, this new one. It's like some sort of pump ties meme coin. And then we got Communist down here up 15%. So they're all on the move at the moment with HEX. And of course, we've got RSI oversold. That is up there as well, up 16%. So these are some of our top ones here in the top 15. We got PulseChain at number 14, up 15%. And then we got a Reserve Tay there also up 14% as well. And of course, a lot of the mixed in with, I think, USDX and all the rest of the team there. Then, once we get past the top 15, we then get into HEX. And look at all the HEX pairs. They're all lined up together like besties, like best friends forever. And we're up 13% right now on HEX. And we can see them, and they go all the way from number 17 all the way down to number 24. How about that? Pretty cool. And you can see some of the matches here, right? So they're matched up with the other cores. So PulseX, Inc., Pulse, and of course some Dime. And then also with what? SolidX. And who was bullish on SolidX? Well, Sean came in with a Firewhale score of $1,000. And of course, what's it at the moment? SolidX is not quite $1,000 at the moment. Where'd it go? Where'd it go, guys? I don't know. It's not even there. So that's HEX. So that gets us to number 25 on our top performers, which is Trump Pump Tires. And that's up 11%. And of course, naturally, with the golden age of America and all Trump's successors, then, maybe this is going to be a pretty valuable coin, relatively speaking, amongst all the tokens. It's up 11% right now. Let's have a quick look at where that is on the charts. We can kind of see it's, I guess, consolidating a little bit in this range, around 0.2 of a penny. And that's where it is at the moment. Is it drawing a bit of a cup and handle there? So maybe it's about to go moon time. Let me know what you think there, Brendan, if you're still watching. Let us know what you think about that. All right, what else? We're getting into number 26 now. You guys know we've covered Rhino quite a bit in the last week. It was profiled in the monster thread. It had the big supercharged cycle, their first one, 28 days. It's they used about half of their pulse. They're going to be using that to buy and burn Rhino over the next 28 days. And then they're into the second recharge as well. So obviously recharge, they're filling up with some of the reflection values there. They got a 6% buy and sell tax. And so that's recharging as well. So really cool dynamics with Rhinofy, a really nice idea. And of course, that is in action. So currently up 9.8%. So just under 10%. We've got 25 coins over 10%. And then we've got quite a few down here below 10%. But Rhinofy doing very well. Let's have a quick look at that chart. And the chart's looking pretty good. We had a little bit of a sell the news event back here, didn't we? When the recharge cycle there. So someone decided to sell the news on that. Pushed it down to 0.0082. But of course, the buy and burn is starting to play out. And we've got 0.0095 right now. So big shout out to the team over there, Rhinofy. I think it's Danny and the team there. We got Sparta as well. Now, who else was talking about Sparta? Oh, it was Sean again. Sean there. Sean Sparta to $1 soon. It was looking good for that. We've got Sparta at the moment at up 9.5% at 6.7 cents. And so let's look at Sparta. Sparta there is up. This is from Wendy's for Tendies, isn't it? Wendy's for Tendies, XOG guy. And this is up 9.5% right now. And the chart's looking pretty good. It's also got a bit of a big giant cup and handle on there as well. So I think we've got a couple of bullish charts looking in here, all at the right time for HEX to get that golden cross. Could see some pretty bullish moves on some of these HEX DAOs, right? The HEX derivatives. It's looking, I think, going to be pretty explosive for these. We might see these in the top 25 maybe for the next week or something. We'll keep a lookout for that. Then we've got some other ones on the move here. Let's quickly go down with some other pump tires. We've got Phoenix and Doge. They've all been around for 6 months, up 8%. We got Alien there, a bit of a copy of PGC, is it? Yeah, Alien there, up 8%. We got another pump tires here, Doubt Token, Hidden Vault, I think. Maybe they're both not Doubt Token, 6 months. And then we got Most Wanted, right? That's another pump tires, 7% as well. We got Incognito sitting in the between them, up 7.5%. SolidX, we talked about that, and that is the one that Sean's talking about $1 to $1,000, and that is currently sitting at $13 right now. That is up 7%. So as you guys know, SolidX is in my Magnificent Seven. If you're familiar with the stock market, they have a Magnificent Seven with companies like Nvidia and Tesla and things, Apple and Google, all that good stuff. Well, here we've got SolidX is one of my Magnificent Seven, and we've got some good stuff happening here. We've got the 50-day moving up as well. trying to catch up to the 200 days. 200-day is sitting right now at $12.74, and we've got the 50-day there at $10.56. So a bit of a gap to close, but all heading in the right direction. And we've got all these shorter moving averages, the 9 and the 34-day. And the 9-day has crossed the 34, and the 34-day has crossed the 50-day. So we've got some nice little momentum there, basically, right? And we've still got plenty of room in the RSI 59. And of course, this is the one that one of the Magnificent Seven. And yeah, maybe $1,000 is on the cards there. Only $13 right now. Seems a far away, but once the decentralized crypto casino launches with the one of the few, if not maybe the only one, I'm not sure how many crypto casinos actually have licenses, but this could be the first in the world, possibly. So very excited about that. We know there's plenty of decentralized casinos that have been sustainable, like what is it? Bitfury. Bitfury comes to mind. Bitcoin.com, I think. What's the crypto one there? There's another one there that's been around for years, and there's probably a few others, but there's a lot of them have come and gone, but a few have remained strong, like Bitfury, for example. So we're at $13 right now on the old SolidX, expecting some pretty vicious re-rate on that once we start getting some news around the casino. Pretty much it. All right, so that's kind of the play there. Obviously, you've got PDC, the Greys, number one down, number 41, up 7% as well. What else there? We've got lots of pump tires in the mix. We've got Peacock from the good old Liberty Swap. They're blowing up, haven't they, with the big on-chain swapping, up 6.8%. So big shout out to that team. And it's down 8% now on the 6 hour, but still up 6.8% for the week. What else? We've got UFO from PDC sitting at number 47, up 6.6%, followed by Pepe meme coin. And who else has jumped down here? Incentive tokens down there. We've got UpX there on the back of Pulse. So we might see that rally if we get that golden cross on Pulse. Obviously, we could get a nice little ratio move there for UpX and good old Haunted out there. What else we got going? Let's scroll down here. 9-inch exchange. Now we haven't really seen we've seen a slow creep of value with the DEXs, so 9mm, 9-inch in particular. But I suggest to you we're probably going to see quite a big re-rate once we get PulseChain on the move, right? Really on the move, that golden cross and a consistent parabolic trend. We're probably going to see 9-inch and 9mm suddenly re-rate really strongly, and so keep a lookout for that, particularly 9mm with the 10x volume. But Hexy Bastard is back. He's got big plans coming up for 9-inch, so it could be game on. Could be game on, right? So there we go. Look out for that. We also got Mafia down here, up 5%, and of course that's getting very close. We sort of a re-rate in that. So let's have a quick look at the Mafia token. That's Jacob, of course, from On-Chain Bet, one perhaps the world's best peer-to-peer developer on PulseChain, and pretty exciting. And it's got a big W sitting in there, I guess. And we're up at 00097. So we should see some big moves there. And the game he's changed the whole launch path, hasn't he, to launch much earlier now. So keep a lookout for that. And we got in September, we've got On-Chain Bet launching. So could all converge in September, perhaps. And then, of course, PUSD ALGO, which I covered in full, yesterday and the day before, I think I did. So pretty cool. We've got 9mm down here. So, yeah, we've got 9-inch up here at number 65. And then down here, we've got 9mm at number 77, up 3%. We could see these severely re-rate as we move into the bull market for PulseChain in particular. So look forward to that. And then, of course, some of the other ones here, I was just scrolling down a little bit further to Sun Minimal, another one of my Magnificent Seven. This is our big corporate on PulseChain. And they got a buy and burn. So they can, manipulate the chart in the sense that they can, execute that buy and burn whenever they want there. But we're pretty bullish about where they are. They're still, early in terms of the company dynamics. They're expanding their production line, and that's probably going to be pretty hyper bullish. I suggest to you we're going to keep a tab on that. We're expecting some big news for that. August, September, October for the Sun Minimal there. So keep a lookout for that. And currently down on the low end of the price range here after one whale rolled it. We saw a whale roll the surf token the other day. So whales can have big impacts on charts. And just take note of that. It does happen here and there, right? It takes a little bit of time to recover. And then when it does start recover, it gets on another run, right? Next another run. The other thing, of course, Sun Minimal has a lot of free coins from all the Reward 1.0 people. And a lot of them are no coiners as well. So it takes a little bit of time to mature. All right, so PulseChain has been out there. I don't know if you've seen that. They've been doing a lot of upgrades of PulseChain. Maybe we're checking out there. Missile, we've got a lot of OG web chefs down here at number 78, 79. sort of investor up about 2%. We got good old Surf token here. So we talked about the big Dow token PDC. Well, we've also got Surf token here sitting at a friendly entry price here right now. I think they did just a big buy and burn from the Dow like yesterday or so, or the other day. Maybe 2 days ago, and they are now sitting at 1.5 cents. So really good entry here on the old PDI right now. They're just below the 21, or just trying to almost creep back to the 21 moving average. So well worth looking at that. Let's see where they go. RSI very cooled off here at 50. So looking pretty good for a pickup there, in my opinion. That is from the Crypto Paradise. And of course, they're pretty much, I think, the biggest, most active team on PulseChain, honestly. I think so. I think the most concentrated power on PulseChain in terms of social, that balance between all the features. They're pretty big KOLs. Certainly in the top 15, and pretty influential there. But they're most active. It's one thing being big. It's another thing being really active, and they are full on active. They're doing daily shows. Out of the large channels, it's the Crypto Night Show, and it's now Crypto Paradise that are doing daily shows. We have other channels do, maybe every couple of days or a week, every week. But that is kind of where we are getting our daily PulseChain content right now. So that's kind of the play there right now. We've also got James Maria with Teddy Bear sitting at number 86. Are we going to see some more moves from James Maria? Probably. Of course, we've seen some counter moves there about a little bit of money moving. Sean says Hexy bastard time the market. Yeah, that's right. So that is true. That is exactly why he came back a couple of days ago. So hey, I'm back, and like the Backstreet Boys, we were making jokes about the Backstreet Boys yesterday because obviously I really like the Backstreet Boys, but they always come back. Always come back with big concerts, right? They always come back. They're probably the most. It suits their name really well. The Backstreet Boys are back, and of course they did a big concert. I think it was at the Globe or whatever it's called in Las Vegas. It was pretty spectacular, so you can't keep them down. They either pop up on the movies or in Las Vegas or somewhere. Those guys just go. What else there? We got Clintron's in the house there. G'day, Mr. Suitman and crew. Good to see you, Clintron's. Hope you're doing well. Brennan says, I don't see a cup and handle, but a small bull pennant, says Brennan. I'm not sure which chart we were talking about there, actually. I said two charts had little cup and handles, but I can't remember which one that was. All right, so let's check it out. So we're up to like number 85 here, and I had no plan to go through all these. We've got Teddy Bear down here, that's in the red. So we got how many? 86 are in the green. So it's a pretty good day. And we got Teddy Bear right now sitting probably undervalued too at 3.5 cents. 35 hundredths of a penny, I should say, and that is down just slightly. So we've got a couple little pickups here that could definitely be picked up, in my view. So you can decide what they are, but we've definitely got some nice little cryptos down here that are probably underpriced right now. And we've got Pulseum. I got a bit of hassle there on the Discord about the way I pronounce Pulseum, the farm there. That's down here at number 94. Let's have a quick look at that farm to see how that is looking right now. And not too bad. I mean, for a farm, that's holding up pretty well, isn't it? So Pulseum. Now I'm really paranoid now. So that is actually holding up pretty well. So what's it? 6 zeros through 1,000 there. There we go. All right. What else? We've got a lot of their related tokens down here too. XA, IRS, and what else? There's another one, isn't there, somewhere here? And the main token itself for that farm. Now, what do we see down here also? We see Bitcoin pump tires. Now, we'll be covering that probably tomorrow. We're going to go through all the Bitcoin ones again. We've got Solana down there as well, and HEX, all pump tire ones, right? And then we've got a few other funny ones down here as well. A new one called P-Head or Piggerhead here. I've been around for 5 hours, down 44% already. So some of these new coins are hashtag smashed. But let's look at this one here. You know what it is? Rack and Rochelle. It's Briar. The number one. It's going to be the number one mint coin on PulseChain. This is from Rack and Rochelle, the big whale. And he's adopted this little puppy. Well, he owns one, but he's taking the photo shoots. He's doing press releases. He is everywhere. I'm getting a little bit help here from the chat. Was it Pulse I am? Pulse I am? I like the way I say it. Pulseum. It sounds so good. Pulseum. I'm going with Pulseum. No, I'm not. Hashtag rugged. All right, there we go. All right, so that's kind of where we're sitting at 2,600 of a penny right now on Briar. And of course, he's ramping this up. He's also teased about getting into the White House and using it on his platforms and everything else. So we shall see where this goes. I don't know. I'm sure that he must have bought a position in here. Maybe he did it here, right? Or maybe he did it back here he bought position because it's not his coin, right? It's someone else's coin. And we may see it rally up to the moon with the whale, the biggest whale on PulseChain, backing this thing. So we'll keep a lookout for it. So far, so cool. It did need to cool off on the RSI. You guys know it. The RSI was pretty hot. Look how hot it was running, over 70 all this time. And it's now come back to a lot more, a reasonable level, 58. And so it's only come down so much too. It hasn't actually come down much. So I don't know. Is it going to roll, or is it really just cooling off on the RSI and going to go up to the moon again? I don't know about the data. We haven't got an RSI print yet, but the 4 hour there is pretty suggestive there. I don't know if it's going to ride all the way back down to 30 here. So I guess the way to think about that is we've got a bit of a line here at a 2300 of a penny. That would be kind of, if it breaks that, you'd be a little bit worried. And so, yeah, that's kind of that line there. But with a big whale backing it and all the marketing and everything else, he wants to make this the #1 meme coin on PulseChain. Well, we'll see. Could be pretty interesting as we go forward here. Tyndall says, can't wait to see the new van marketing method. Yeah, that is in the play too. I didn't actually bring that up today. Richard Hart posted about getting someone to help with van logistics for the electronic devices dropping soon. All right, so how are we doing for time? We're doing at 1 hour, I guess. Shall we pull up the Richard Hart post? Let's do that, actually. And he is the founder, of course, of PulseChain and HEX. And we're going to have a look at Richard Hart. Richard Hart, the Lionheart, as they say. Yeah, so he put out these about 21 hours ago, but he did put out this post here, this one in particular. Any of you fine folks have a cargo van, a transit van, or similar you want to donate to a 501c3 charity? I think it's a tax write-off, question mark. I sound like I'm Grok or something like electronic, question mark, brackets. I hear it will be, close brackets, more technical, right? I hear it will be used to transport free electronic devices and marketing for the blockchain, full stop. How about that? Do you like that one? So that is, anyone got a van? So that's pretty cool. He's had 100,000 views on that in 21 hours. And then he's got their simplex address, ideal, and other contact info is here. So that is pretty much it. You got a few people in the house there. Shell Gates says you can borrow mine, but free candy. It's a bit scary, right? Keep away from the children. And you got others here as well. So there we go. Jen Rice, Rochelle there. So this is Rack and Michelle's wife. You can also rent them from Enterprise, Rider, Budget, or Pensake for a fairly decent price, daily, weekly, and monthly. How about that? So kind of cool. We'll give that a little like. Fast says, I know a lady with a school bus. You can rent them pretty cheap. So there we go. What else there? DJ Pew Pew. Pew Pew. DJ Pew Pew. There's got the old KSB TV truck there. That went on the tour, right? That went on the tour across America and Europe, was it? I think at least America. It's got Rich Hart with a big thumbs up there. Not bad, not bad. So yeah, there is another truck there. Yeah, but I won't get rid of it. And he's got all the PulseChain symbols on his truck. Kind of cool. Yeah, lots of people in there. So there we go. All right, so that is Richard Hart over the last 24 hours, posting that out. So we're getting closer and closer, guys, to the big move. All right, so that's kind of where we are at the moment on PulseChain. Hope you guys enjoyed that review of the markets, and it's always a pleasure to have fun with it. Now we're going to quickly jump ship here. We're going to jump ship to Ethereum and Titanx. Titanx, of course, on the move finally. Yesterday the price was pretty low. And of course, we were talking about that being a potential bottom there, and Ethereum on the move today. So we're going to check out just Titanx overall and have a quick look at Taurus. And of course, Taurus is going to be launching on PulseChain between the 18th of the 20th, and we're going to hear a lot more about Taurus being on PulseChain. It's going to be called Unity on PulseChain, and then we're going to potentially have the ARPs, ARP in Cincinnati. Remember that show? That was great. Sorry, KRP in Cincinnati. It was KRP in Cincinnati, not ARPs. So APRs, guys, APRs. Keep it real. Keep it real. Yes, 2 tours Australia, USA, says DJ Pollywood. Yeah, 2 tours. Yeah, for that van. All right, so that's the play. We got what are we going? We're going to Titanx. Let's do it. So Titanx on a big nice move there, 16.8%. So very cool. Let's have a look at the chart quickly. We're going to look at the ratio of the ETH, right? That's the key one here. We'll have a look at the US dollar price. So let's go. So we've got a nice little rally. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Up it goes. That's on the 15-minute chart. But let's have a look at the daily. And we've got a nice little pump there from yesterday. Bounced off 6 zeros, 1700. 6 zeros, 1700. Now at 6 zeros, 2000 pretty much. Nice little move there. Let's see where it can go. But we're really more importantly looking at the ratio to wrapped ETH. And so let's have a look at that. I'm going to go daily on that. And let's see. So yeah, obviously pump there. So in terms of ratio to ETH, it was 10 zeros. So we're not 6 anymore. 10 zeros, 4,600, and we're now at 10 zeros of 5,100. So it's it's up a decent little amount there. What's it, about 20% or something? And that's a nice little pump there off the bottom. So is this close to the local bottom? Is this the not local bottom, all-time bottom on this chart? We shall see, but definitely looking very positive for the upside with ETH on the move, and of course Taurus playing a big role. Now the big thing, of course, this has got a huge treasury behind it in terms of a buy and burn treasury. We're going to have a quick look at that, and we've got a few other things going on in the ecosystem that have started to move, right? Major things that may play a big role. So at the moment, we've got just under 68 trillion liquid Titanx, currently valued at $13.5 million. Remember that number, $13.5 million. And then we've got the buy and burn sitting here in V1 with 4,452 ETH, which would put it number 27 on the strategic ETH reserve. Remember that? And this is currently $17.3 million. So what we got, what's that, $4 million bigger collateral backing, let's say, through the buy and burn than the current value of Titanx. So it's over collateralized. And how many projects out there in crypto have that sort of backing, right? I'm not aware of too many. Might be a few DJ plays, relatively speaking, but that's pretty much it. And then on top of that, there's the payout, right? Coming up for day 888, which is another 4.3 million, 1,100 ETH. So, you're looking at a huge amount. And of course, a lot of this is controlled by DragonX and Helios and others. So we're expecting that to be, pretty much reinvested back buying Titanx and things like that. And buying and burning DragonX and things like that. So that's kind of the play overall picture. And of course, DragonX has its own, buy and burn, of course, and it's going to get part of that 888 payout as well. So it's a juggernaut in the house. So really, I consider it the store of value. This is run by Eric, of course, doing a lot of things out there behind the scenes and everything else. So we've got the DAO. Let's go look at the DAO. I keep getting error on this. I'm not sure why that is showing up like this. Does that show up for everybody else with an error on the stake balance of Titanx? Not sure why that comes up like that. And the stake balance there, DragonX burned across protocols have burnt 26%. So it's got a pretty good buy and burn. Yeah, but I'm not sure why that data doesn't come up for me. Not sure why there. Anyway, so that's pretty cool. I don't think it's on the homepage either, right? You can enter the DApp, I guess. Maybe it's on the DApp page. And what do we got there? DApp page. We've got DApp page. Let's go down here. So we've got 209,000 in the buy Titanx. So we've got 1.1 trillion Titanx sitting in here to buy, to buy DragonX and burn it. And we got the ETH balance is 463 ETH in here. Total Titanx bought. So that's how much they've bought already. But there is actually a ton of ETH in here. So there's 463 ETH in here. Do you know that would put it on the strategic ETH reserve as well, right? In fact, let's have a quick look at that. We haven't done that one before. But we know that Titanx would be at number 27, whether it was 4,400 or 5,500. But actually, 463 ETH. And that doesn't include the 888 payout, remember? With the 1,100 there, which was getting a lot of that. But that would put it right up here, actually, at number 52, around about here. But with the payout, that could possibly push it up a few spots, maybe up here in the 48, 47 mark, so in the top 50 there for DragonX, and probably above Bankless. I don't make any comments. We also got, obviously, all the ETH over here. Another 463 ETH. So that moves it up even higher, right? So we add that up together. And I can't remember, are they getting 30? I just can't remember. I used to know the numbers off bar, but maybe that's 40%, 45%. I can't remember of the payout. Let me know in the chat if you guys remember. But we're looking at what's the 800, 920 minimum plus the 888 payout. So 920, that would put them up here. That would put them ranked about number 42. And I don't know if we get, let's say they get 300-400 more, that would put them up at 1,200 or so. So that would put them up at number 40. So DragonX could technically, maybe by the 888 payout, is get up at around number 40 there. Pretty interesting numbers, actually. And of course, they should all get registered. All of them should get registered on there to get a bit of press, free press from that list. All right, so that's kind of cool where we are right now on the old DragonX, and that's sitting at what's that, $3.6 million. And of course, if ETH does a 5x, then you're looking at $15 million in there, aren't you? $15 million in the old buy and burn for DragonX, plus the other ETH that's coming. And then suddenly you're up at what, over $20 million in ETHs potentially sitting in DragonX. And that's a big re-rate, right? Big re-rate. And what's the value at the moment? Market cap value at the moment is 10 million. 10 million there. So let's do a multiple. Let's do a multiple. And let's do a 20x multiple and put that at, I don't know, what's that, 10? Put a 200 million market cap. I know there's some quick numbers, but that is DragonX there right now. So a 20x in there in that game for that. What else there? We got also Helios, of course, going to have the buy and burn, etc. Now, I didn't want to get too deep in the weeds on Titanx because we've only got a certain amount of time, but we've got 5 minutes left, so we'll go with that. If you guys are new to the channel, we've got a great bunch of people watching right now. So if you're on YouTube, smash the subscribe button. If you're on X, definitely smash the follow button. Just take a moment right now and smash that follow button. We're heading towards 1,000 followers. I've had to rebuild my account, as you guys know. My old account had got taken down for no good reason, and have been failing to appeal it properly. So no matter how many times I hit them up. So smash that follow button. Let's get us over 1,000 on the account. All right. What else? Helios, of course, it's got their own one. They're going to benefit as well. But let's go to Taurus, which is what I really want to talk about. And let's look at the chart. So Taurus right now is $8.41. Had a count, sell down here. We had a big sell down. It went about $10,000, got taken out. But that person went back into the protocol. And I think, as I understand it, did a creation for 88 days. So that was some money that got reinvested. So that's a good thing. And now we're back up at $8.40 right now, climbing back up, obviously on the back of Titanx ratio going up slightly and ETH price going up as well. That's on the US dollars, right? So that's kind of cool thing on the 15-minute chart. Looking at the daily, obviously it hasn't been around too long. We're on day 29, is it? So we're up here, bounced off $7.50 pretty much. We're up at $8.40 there right now. We've just started from day 27. We started to stay here. We started entering where we're getting bigger supply inputs into the protocol. So now it's got the first test, as it were. But we're going to get a bit of fluctuation from day to day because some days we haven't got so much stuff coming out. Also, there's a 14-day window, right to claim. So we've got a few variables there. We've also got people buying and staking. We've got speculators potentially. There's probably not a lot in there, speculators, but we've got all that potential as well. You know how it rolls. So that's kind of the play there right now. Looking at the ratio of Titanx, though, we came off that record high, right? That record high on the ratio. And look at that, got insane, right? Got up to... It got to 57 million per Taurus. Now, I saw people out on X talking about, is it going to do a trillion Taurus, a trillion Titans of Taurus? I was like, hey, do you know how much Taurus there is? Do you know how much Titanx there is out in the market? It's insane. Was it 68 trillion or something? There's no way in heck and high Doogie Howser Taurus is going to be worth a trillion. But anyway, it is down at 42 million right now and looking pretty strong there. Now, we guys know that 10 million, right, is the flippening. I haven't got it on this chart for some reason. But 10 million, it is rising from 10 million slowly over time. But basically 10 million is where it flips over from staking being a better ROI than the creation, right? And the creation is not mining, right? It's not mining. A creation is just getting a different way of getting shares into the reward pool. That's pretty much it, right? So, and that flips around depending on the amount of people coming in, the price, etc. But at the moment, that is the benchmark. So we've still got quite a premium on that, and we've got supply starting to test it out. Now, that's pretty much that on that. Let's go to the actual protocol and see how the numbers are going. And I'm keeping track of time here. We've got 2 minutes or a minute and a half to go. Let's go into the DApp and see where that's all at. All right, so it's total stats at the moment. The ROIs, 11,500 ROI right now on the creation. And that's come down from like 19,000, and we've got 2,700 on the staking, right? So still way better off in the creation side to get shares, and of course that's 130% today on the creation, and it's currently 96 now. It's going to move around a lot, of course, with the amount of people that come in and the prices, etc., on the market. But that is where we are. So let's jump over to the burning. We got $140,000 and $262,000 sitting in the buy and burn. And of course, that ETH is adding up. We're getting over to 100. Once we get over 100, could reasonably apply to get on the strategic ETH reserve, right? If you got 100 ETH in the treasury, and of course, it's building up from there. Buy and build, it's got 88,000 plus 184,000 in it. And then the fractal's got 60,000 pretty much and 130,000. And you can add all those together. And I think it's well in excess of 700,000, something like that. And of course, let's jump over to the stats. The big payout pool today, current price, and the Taurus slowly creeping down every day. Remember, maxed there's going to ever be is 125 million tokens. That's the max. But of course, you're going to be burning those tokens and all sorts of stuff on the way. And at the moment, we've only got a small supply relatively, right? So we got sitting at 2,171. So we've had some more Tauruses come out, obviously, in the last few hours, because that was way lower before. We got the 19 million Taurus. Remember, I think we got down to a low, was it about 16,700, something like that? We're now back up at 1,900 because of the new Taurus being coming out of some of these pools. We knew day 27, day 28, we're going to have, a couple, maybe 2,000 or so coming out. So not surprised there that number's gone back up. Taurus burnt 4,700, so that's going to slowly burn away. And of course, we've got the exotic pool there burning 1% too. And what else we got? We got Taurus state 6,000. So that's also going to be, potentially eating up some of the supply that comes out. Total shares 3.12 billion. That's the main number, right? So we've got all these rewards coming, and they're coming out at a decreasing rate. We had 8.5 million tokens to start off with. We started adding 100,000 day one, and then we just kept going down by 0.08% per day. And now after 29 days, we're down to 97,784 coming out today. That goes down every day. And so we're, got this growing reward pool that's going up but decreasing over time, but will ultimately is heading less towards 125 million less. That's over many, many, many decades probably, but less the burning. So it's pretty exciting. So that's kind of the overall numbers. Let's quickly look at the June dash report, just to final things off. As we move into June to Taurus, I'm going to post the link to this Taurus DApp in the chat there if you guys want to check it out and do creation, then check it out. But it's also coming to PulseChain, right, as Unity. So that's going to be pretty cool to see there. I think it's going to be a pretty big adoption. And of course, it's begun it just like it's burning a ton of, at the moment, it's burnt 211 billion Titanx. It's going to burn a ton of PulseX over on PulseChain, right, when it joins the Unity. So instead of using Titanx and ETH, it's going to use Pulse and PulseX, and PulseX burn probably going to be pretty significant, I think, there, and pretty big sign. So yeah, we've gone over $1 million that's gone into the pool, almost heading up to 1.1 million. Obviously, we've got Ethereum on the rise, and Titanx also. We've had maybe close to 3.7 trillion Titanx go into the pool, and almost 100 ETH has gone in there as well. That's a little bit overstated, I think, but getting there. And this is pretty much our inflation or our reward pool, maybe a way that people like to talk about it. And so this is pretty much it with all the rewards coming out. And we're up to day 117. So the first day it would have been maximum 88 days on the creation. And of course, you add every single day. We're now 29 days on top of that. And so that gets us to 117 days. And we've got 11.5 million coins in the reward pool right now. Now, as people come in, they get distributed even more because basically this reward pool is being shared amongst those with shares, right? So the more shares there are, whether you're creating or staking, it's allocating this to more and more people, or at least more and more creations and stakes. That's kind of the idea there. So it's really flipped things on its head on the old Titanx. Instead of being additive, it's kind of sharing everything out. Now we can see we didn't actually have that many. We dropped down. We had quite a few days. We had 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days of really good creations there, around 60. Then we dropped down to about 40, 47. So still pretty good by historical comparisons. But we really dropped down on day 28. We dropped down to 23, which is what we had seen, on the low days, even lower actually than some of the low days there. Back maybe day 21, 20, there we had the low day. So let's see if we can get a pickup there. Obviously, the more that come in, the more the merrier, right? It gets captured in the treasury and the share dilution. And of course, it spreads inflation or rewards out even more. So it's kind of cool. 1,700 creations total so far. This is the chart that everyone's looking at because look at this one here. It is now down to 1.75 million. This is day 89. This is the first max creation staking period. And it's coming out 1. This started off at something like, 8.5 million or something. It is now down to 1,757,000. So as more people get shares, this gets diluted. But just remember, once we get to these points where these rewards come out, the shares go out of the pool, right? They're gone. And so we to get that reward, ROI is going to go up again relative to the price. And we could see some fun games. That's why it's going to be really interesting after day 89. This is flipping Titanx on its head, a very, very different type of tokenomics. So it's going to be really, really fun to see that. and of course maybe people clamor for those shares, right? Because all these shares will be leaving the pool. Now, the other thing, of course, is there's a 14-day window to claim. So we've got, not everyone's going to claim day one. So we could see people claiming over 14 days. So just take note of that. So we could get up to day 105 or something for people, ultimately claim that. And we always get like maybe 2 or 3% that don't claim at all and just get penalized on their new rewards, right? So on their earnings. So that's kind of the play there. We definitely see a new wallet in here. I think one of these two wallets, I think it's maybe this one here, is new liquid supply, sitting on about 230 there. And then stakes at the moment, 155 stakes. And the stakes there, we haven't had too many over the last couple of days. There's a couple, but this helps to buy some of those coins that come out potentially. So we see a bit of flattening out for that. But so far, I think overall going pretty well as the old Taurus, and we're looking forward to launching on PulseChain. I think Unity is going to be pretty awesome. So look forward to that. I really think we're going to get pretty cool adoption on the old PulseChain there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the show. We're up to an hour and 20 minutes. I've gone over time by 5 minutes. But hey, look, so much cool stuff happening in crypto. And we really have, I think, 2 to 6 weeks for the closeout of that window with bullish things ahead with Richard Hart promotions, with the interest rate cuts and ETH purchases like unbelievable numbers. It really is game on. And it's time to get filthy rich, as they say. Filthy rich. All right. I hope you guys enjoyed today's one there. And we'll catch you on the next show. Thank you, everybody. And bye for now. Enjoy your day. And DCA for the win, especially over the next few days. All right, take care. Bye for now.